Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the stage list for Ness, which ones are his strengths, which ones are his weaknesses, what stage is good for him, which one's bad, where you should take in, what you should ban as a Ness main, and I'm going to go all into detail. I'm going to give my opinion, what I think of all the stages, and let's just dive into it. Starting off with Pokemon Stadium 2 and Small Battlefield. They're very similar, so they're going to be like the same stage. Now, I do believe PS2 is Ness's best stage. And the best part about it is the two platforms the stage has. You can PK Fire from the platform, the double jump PK Fire cancel. I'm sure many of you have seen it. You can do it towards the center of the stage to get stage control, or you can do it towards the ledge so you can get more ledge control and trappings. Another really good thing about PS2 is that it's not a very big stage, so zoners, campers can't really camp you out. You can close the gap on that and it's really good. But it's not too small of a stage where, for example, heavies, they can like just really put a lot of pressure on you and there's like nowhere to go. It's a perfect length stage with two platforms that help you so much. The blast zones aren't that big, so your back throw, yo-yo, so many of your kill moves can kill. Just overall, I do think PS2 and Small Battlefield are Ness's best stage. They just work so well with him and like his kit and all that. On to stage number 2, Smashville. This one is situational. It works for zoners. Because it's a smaller stage, you want to close the gap. You don't want him to run away too much, and there's one platform for you to maybe camp on, maybe if you need to use that for PK Fire platforms, like I said. It works really well for that, and it's not by any means his worst stage. It's pretty good. It can be pretty solid. On to the next stage, Town and City. This one I have mixed feelings about. It could either be a hit or a miss. On some characters it works really well, on other characters you really want to ban it. It turns into FD, 1/3 of the stage is flat, which can help you sometimes, but it also has platforms that come and go, so that also can be pretty helpful. It's also a pretty wide stage as well, so again, advantages, disadvantages. Personally, I think it's pretty good for Ness. Overall, I do think it's a better stage. I don't ever really ban it unless I need to, depending on the character I'm against, but Town and City can be a pretty good choice. It's not his worst. On to the stage number 4, Final Destination. By far, I think personally it's his worst stage. I don't like it as a comfort pick. I always ban it. I do not like Final Destination. No platforms mean you can't do aerial PK Fires to land on platforms to cancel the end lag. It's a pretty small stage. You can get pressured pretty easily. There's nowhere to go. If you're being juggled up there, it's pretty hard to land. You have to maybe go to the ledge or something, maybe save your double jump. But there's no platforms for you to go to, essentially. On to the next stage, Battlefield. I have mixed reviews on this one. Ness players like Battlefield. I think it's a mix. It could either go really well or really bad. The good thing about Battlefield is that it has platforms, so PK Fire aerial, cancel on the platform, really good. You can use the top or the two side ones to control stage. It's really helpful for that. If the opponent is on a platform, you can shark them from underneath. You can put pressure, PK Flash, rocket. I would say the downside is that maybe because it's a small stage, it's hard to get away if you're being pressured too much, and like the platforms are there, but the opponent can use them for their advantage as much as you can as well. It's not a bad stage for Ness, not at all. I do pick it against an opponent depending on what character they are, and it has its benefits. So Battlefield is okay. I do think it's pretty good. On to Callows. This stage has many weaknesses for Ness, maybe one strength. I usually always ban Callows. It's a big stage. You can get camped out, and it's just not a good time against zoners. They definitely want to go here, and you always want to ban it. The plus side that it has is the platforms by the ledge. You can sometimes air dodge to them, because Ness's air dodge is just basically another jump. It can be helpful for recovery. It can be helpful for maybe ledge trapping, PK Fire off those platforms off stage, and like there's a platform there, so you're safe. Though one really bad thing about this stage that I don't like is PK Thunder, trying to recover. If for some reason, if you're touching the side of the stage and you input a B, the stage immediately will eat your Thunder. Not sure why that is, not sure what causes it. It's pretty annoying, but always have that in mind. You never want to B when you're touching that side. You want to at least make some space, and you can go vertically up. That's the one big downside of it. On to Lilac Cruise. I am not a fan of this stage, and I'm sure many Nesses are not as well. This stage is probably by far his worst overall. Like I said, FD is his worst in my opinion, but Lilac is worse overall, I think every Ness player can agree that like Lilac is just really bad for Ness. The platforms are pretty good, they can use some advantages to you, for example sharking underneath them, maybe you can camp them, PK Fighter jump cancel onto them. They have a bit of a slant, but again it's not too bad, it's not by any means the worst thing. The ledge, trying to recover on that stage is impossible. Two-framing Ness on Lilac is like the easiest thing ever. That tiny little gap that the game gives you to grab onto the ledge, it's impossible to grab, especially as Ness. And I'm sure many other character mains can agree with that one. It's just not that good. On to the last final stage that I want to talk about is Yoshis. Again, it's like Battlefield, but the one big problem of it is it has the Callows effect. Because it's a side stage, a huge, you know, slant, it can eat your thunder just like the way Callows does. So that's not good. You want to be careful in recovering like that. The platforms are pretty good. Just like Battlefield or Pokemon Stadium 2, you can use them for PK Fire cancels, add pressure to your opponent, PK Flash. There's many tools Ness can use. So, and it's a smaller stage than Battlefield. Like the blast zones are smaller, so your back throw, back air, up air, many of your kill moves will kill earlier than they would on Battlefield, so that's a plus. There's one final stage, Unova, but I'm not really gonna talk about it. It's not very legal anymore, so essentially it's like PS2, the platforms are pretty useful, and the blast ones really help you out a lot because they're small, you can kill really early. But that's just my little take on Unova. Alright, and that's it for today's video. I want to just go into a little depth on the stages of Ness. Let me know in the comments below whether you agree, disagree, what I missed, what I should have covered, other strengths, weaknesses that Ness has in stages. I just went briefly over them, but yeah, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.